tous pour fêter le 14 juillet, en cette première journée entière dans mon nouveau rôle. Et j'en suis très fier. Which being translated means I'm thrilled to be here in this wonderful surroundings on the first day of my exciting new job. And it is truly awe-inspiring to be the man in the passport, Her Britannic Majesty's Principal Secretary of State for Foreign and Commonwealth Affairs. I was amazed as I woke up this morning to discover that's what I was. Reading some of the commentary in the newspapers, I'm aware that that wasn't an altogether unique opinion. People have been proved wrong about this sort of thing. Before. We're here, Sylvie, we're here to celebrate and to commemorate one of the most extraordinary events in history, the storming of the Bastille on the 14 Juillet, when of course the sans-culottes launched a great popular uprising against a stifling bureaucratic ancien regime whose democratic credentials have become very far from obvious. And I don't wish in any way to push comparisons with recent events in British politics or events in this country, except to say that I think we can all agree on the importance of that event and the importance of the events of the 23rd of June. And we can all agree that Vox Populi, Vox Dei. In other words, that the wishes of the people, then as now, must be respected. And I just say to all our friends and partners, I'm conscious that there are many people, not just from the rest of the European Union here tonight, but many people from around the world. I say that I want to make one very, very important point about what is happening in the United Kingdom and our arrangements. We are not leaving Europe, all right? It cannot be said too often. It cannot be said. We did that. It would be geographically, physically, culturally, aesthetically, emotionally, and historically impossible for the United Kingdom to leave Europe. That is not our destiny. That is not our future. What the British people have indicated is they wish the government to find a new relationship with the European Union. And that is what we are going to do. And as we do that, we will be guided by two objectives. The first is to make sure that we intensify, rather than the reverse, intensify our cooperation, our partnership with our friends across the Channel at an intergovernmental level. And the second is that we forge, as the Prime Minister said yesterday in her superb speech outside Number 10, we forge a new global role, a new global identity, a new global Britain. That's what we have to do. That's what we have to make of this fantastic opportunity that has been presented to us by history. I was delighted this morning to receive a phone call from Secretary of State John Kerry, who said that what he wanted to see was exactly what I wanted to see, which was a United Kingdom more engaged, more outward-looking, more open to the world, more effective than ever before. What he said he wanted to see was more UK, not less, on the world stage. Isn't that what you want to see?
Yeah.
I think it's so. We have a unique, someone disagreeing there, representing the French interest, perhaps, I can't believe it. What we want to see is our UK's unique voice, humane, progressive, liberal, speaking up around the world, but, of course, speaking up in partnership with our French friends. And I have to say that it is an absolutely invaluable relationship. You allude, Sylvie, to the I used to be mayor of this city, as some of you may didn't remember, and it was a quite extraordinary thing to represent, as I constantly used to boast, the fourth greatest French city on earth, or fourth biggest French city on earth, roughly speaking. Maybe perhaps it was fifth or sixth. It got bigger the whole time. Sixth, it got bigger the whole time. I want to make one final point to you in conclusion. That nothing that happens in the next months and years in the course of the change in our relationship should in any way, in my view, prejudice the rights of the French men and women living here in this city. Les boissons et seront préservés. Voilà.
Merci.
Voilà, merci. On the basis of strict reciprocity, of course. Which I'm sure will be forthcoming. Am I not right? Thank you all very much for listening to me this evening. I have only one thing left to say, which is to echo what Sylvie has already told you. We have a historic, invaluable partnership between the United Kingdom and the French Republic, the birthplace of my grandmother, apart from anything else. She was French. And I just ask you to join me finally in wishing a long and happy partnership between our two countries, and dare I venture to say, a political, cultural, psychological, and economic union between our countries at an intergovernmental level, to coin a phrase, toujours plus étroite. Thank you very much, everybody, for listening. Have a great